How can a grown-up man still be a virgin? Part 9 of Ifeoma and the Curse Prince. The days went so fast. King Shaba's representative had gone with Prince Sonto to meet with Ifeoma's people and officially ask for her hand in marriage. Everything had gone smoothly, and the date of their wedding was set. Prince Sonto paced around his room on the morning of his wedding. There was a feeling of doubt in the air for him. He was used to not feeling any emotions during his weddings. But today was a different day. His palms were sweaty, and his heartbeat was uneven. Each time he looked through his window and saw the wedding decorations, he felt faint and nervous. However, Ifeoma was being groomed by maidens her age. "You are going to be a princess," one of the maidens said. Ifeoma was beautifully dressed in a stunning white gown, in accordance with their tradition. Her blue eyes were the envy of many. Mama Ifeoma cried when she saw how beautiful and innocent her daughter looked. She excused everyone and faced her daughter. "Ifeoma, Ifeoma, Ifeoma, how many times did I call you?" "3 times, Mama." "Did you see your late father hit me when he was alive?" Mama Ifeoma asked. "No, Mama." "Ifeoma, if the prince hits you, Biko, pack your load and come back home, because if I lose you, Ifeoma, that means I have lost everything." "Ifeoma, a word is enough for the wise." Mama Ifeoma concluded and hugged her daughter so tightly. Ifeoma and her people were escorted to the royal palace where the wedding was to take place. Pleasantries were exchanged and rites were done. The celebration was in full swing with many entertainers doing one trick or the other, and so many fun activities here and there. When it was time, Ifeoma's uncles poured palm wine into a cup and instructed her to give it to the man she wanted to marry. Everywhere went quiet as Ifeoma danced around with the cup of palm wine in her hand. All the men present at the occasion were scared to say a word. Even though Ifeoma wasn't happy with the whole arrangement, she couldn't resist dancing passionately to one of her favorite songs that was sung. She knelt down in front of Prince Sonto and handed him the cup of palm wine, which he drank, and kept a gold bar inside the empty cup for Ifeoma to give to her uncles. King Shaba was the happiest he had ever been. He spoke in a loud voice to his guest. "If my beautiful daughter-in-law can give me a grandson within 2 years, I will erect a golden statue of her late father." To Ifeoma's uncles, the king's words meant more money to them. After the occasion was over, Ifeoma's people were showered with so many gifts. Mama Ifeoma was given a fully furnished house within palace walls where she would continue to stay, and several maids to attend to her needs. As Ifeoma was being escorted to Prince Sonto's bedroom, her uncles met up with them and took her to an empty room, pretending to give her parting advice. "If you don't give the king a grandson in the next 11 months, the most wicked one whispered to her, "we will kill your mother and watch you bury her." Ifeoma was scared because she knew how horrible her uncles were. The leader of the maidens had to hold Ifeoma's hand because she suddenly became a shadow of herself. As Ifeoma was walking with the crowd of maidens, she felt a wave of pity for the ones who said they wished they were married to the prince. At night, Prince Sonto lay down on his bed, but he couldn't sleep. He kept glancing down at Ifeoma, who was sleeping peacefully on the blanket she spread on the floor. For the first time in his life, he felt silly because he let her sleep on the floor on her wedding night, a night that was supposed to be special for her. The next morning when he woke up, he entered his bathroom and found Ifeoma lying unconscious in the bathtub. Prince Sonto covered Ifeoma with a bathrobe and carried her to their matrimonial bed. He covered her up with his blanket and was about to leave when she murmured something that scared him. "Don't go," she said without opening her eyes. She was shivering, and her body was ice cold. Prince Sonto, who hated commitment, was completely lost and dumbfounded. He slipped under the sheets and cuddled Ifeoma. This was the first time Prince Sonto had ever laid so close to anyone.